Today, we're going to walk you through how to build your course on Squarespace. Squarespace recently launched this amazing new course builder built into their existing website platform, which makes it so easy to host and build your course within Squarespace. You could kind of host a course in Squarespace before, but the way the customer logins, checkout process, and the course organization worked, it wasn't ideal, and it was using a few workarounds. But with this new feature, hosting your course in Squarespace has never been easier. Right now, Courses is only available for Squarespace 7.1 websites, but if your website is built on the older Squarespace 7.0, you can easily make the move to the newer 7.1 platform. We recently actually just posted a video on the full steps to do that. We'll link it somewhere up here and below the video, and it's pretty easy. So check that out if you're thinking about moving from 7.0 to 7.1. So with all that said, let's just dive right into it so you can see how easy it is to build your course with Squarespace.
Okay, let's go ahead and jump right in by adding a new course page to our website. So to do that, click into Website, and under your Not Linked section, click the plus icon, and under Collections at the very bottom, click on Course. From here, you can go ahead and choose a course template. This doesn't matter too much because we can always customize things later, so just go ahead and choose which one you like the look of the best. Now you can go ahead and add a name for your course, click enter, and that is going to take you directly into your course main menu. From here, click course content to start adding to your course. And once you've clicked into here, you'll notice that Squarespace automatically includes quite a bit of demo content, which you can totally keep and use as a template to customize off of, or you can delete everything and start from scratch. To delete an entire chapter, which we'll get into in the next step, hover over the chapter name and click on the three dots to the right-hand side and click delete. To delete the individual lessons within a chapter, click on the little box to the left-hand side of the lesson and click on delete in the bottom right corner. Now let's go ahead and discuss chapters and lessons. Chapters are kind of like the modules or categories of your course. They can be really helpful to keep your lessons organized and under specific topics or headings, which just makes it really easy for your students to navigate through the course. Chapters are, however, totally optional. You don't need chapters in order to host a course on Squarespace. So if you don't have a ton of lessons within a course, or if it just doesn't make sense for your course to have chapters for whatever reason, you can skip this step. To add a new chapter, click on the plus sign to the right of course content and click chapter. Here you can give your chapter a name and click save. You'll now see your new chapter at the bottom of your course sidebar. You can rename the chapter at any time by clicking on the three dots to the right and clicking Edit Chapter, and you can also delete the chapter altogether by clicking Delete. Your chapters can be moved around within this course content sidebar, just like you would move a menu item around within your Pages panel. All you have to do is hover over these dots to the left of the chapter name and click and drag until you're happy with its placement. Next, let's talk about lessons, which are like the pages within your course. They can include videos, images, texts, buttons, pretty much anything you would include on a normal page throughout your website, you can include on a lesson page. You can also add up to 250 lessons per course, which is a lot. So you have a lot of room to play around. You could create a very large course if you wanted to. To add a new lesson into your course content, again, click on the plus icon and choose lesson. This settings menu will pop up where you can go ahead and start customizing the general information about your lesson. You can add a title, a little excerpt to talk about what the lesson entails. You can customize the URL, and you can also add a custom thumbnail if you want. Next, we'll head into the video tab, which is where you'll upload your video if you'd like to include one within your lesson. You can upload a video directly from your computer. You can choose one from a library if you've already uploaded a video before, or you can add a link straight from YouTube or Vimeo. One of the benefits of uploading a video directly from your computer is that Squarespace allows you to add a custom featured image, which will be displayed on your page until your student clicks play on the video. And that just gives your lesson page a really cohesive, professional look. However, by default, Squarespace only gives you 30 minutes of video storage if you're uploading directly into Squarespace from your computer. One video within a lesson might not be longer than 30 minutes, but if you have multiple lessons within a course, each having a video, then it's probably likely you'll pass this 30-minute storage limit pretty quickly. At that point, you would need to purchase a digital product add-on subscription through Squarespace, And those plans can vary anywhere from $9 a month to $90 a month. So it could potentially be quite pricey. But if you want to learn a little bit more about all of those options, we've included a link to that subscription page within the full blog post. Hosting your videos on YouTube and then adding them in via a link is much more affordable because you can create a YouTube account for free and you won't need to purchase any additional subscription for extra video storage. The only downside to this is that you won't be able to get rid of YouTube's branding on the video or add any kind of unique custom featured image for the video. However, if that's not something that's particularly important to you, we definitely do recommend this option because it is much cheaper. And of course, if you don't want to include a video for this lesson, you can just toggle off Show Lesson Video. Finally, under Status, you can choose to keep your lesson as a draft, to publish it immediately, or to schedule it to be published at a later date and time. The only small thing to note if you were thinking of keeping your lessons as drafts is that they won't yet show up in the main course overview section, which we'll talk about in the next couple of steps. But if it's important for you to see those in there while you're customizing that section, then you might want to think about publishing them so that they'll be visible there for you. Once you're done and happy with all of these settings, you can go ahead and click Save, and your lesson will be saved in this course content sidebar down here at the bottom. Just like the chapters, you can hover over these dots to the left of your lesson name and click and drag to reposition it within this sidebar. And if you do choose to categorize your lessons into chapters, all you have to do is drag your lesson and drop it into the chapter that you want it to be included underneath. Now let's talk about customizing the actual lesson page itself. To do so, click Edit in the top left corner, and you'll see that each lesson page comes with the same 3 features. So there's this title up here at the top with a button to complete the lesson. There's your video, and then there's the title again down here. There's not a ton of further customizing that you can do here, but you can customize a few things about this layout. And to do so, just hover over the page and click Edit Layout in the top right-hand corner. In this pop-up menu under Design, you can customize the lesson buttons for desktop and mobile. You can customize the course navigation placement if you want the thumbnails to appear, and the spacing and styling of some of the elements on the lesson page. And as always, under the Colors tab, you can customize the colors of the page with your set color palettes. The colors and button styles that you'll be able to choose from for these customizations are based on the site styles that you've set for your entire website. But just as a little reminder, you can always customize those settings by clicking on the paintbrush icon up here in the top right. Next, you can click into Edit Video to edit some settings for your lesson video. You can choose whether or not the video is shown on the page. You can delete the video that you currently have uploaded and add a new one if you need to. And if you've uploaded a video directly from your website, you can edit the custom featured image right here. To further customize your lessons page, scroll to the very bottom and add a new section. Here, you can add and customize a brand new section just like you would on any other page of your website. You can add a blank section. You can add a saved section if you have any pre-designed sections that you've saved on your website, or you can choose from one of Squarespace's pre-designed sections. Go ahead and add and customize sections until you're happy with how everything looks. You can add as many sections as you want until you are happy. And as always, make sure to click Save before exiting out of the editor. One thing you might already be planning on adding to your lesson pages is some kind of downloadable workbook or digital product for your students to access. And it's super easy to link this within your page. So while you're in the editor, go to wherever you want to add your downloadable link and click Add Block. From here, choose the button block and position that wherever you'd like on the page. In your button settings, you can change the text to something like Get Your Workbook. And then under Link, you'll want to click on the little cog icon and go to the File tab. Here you can upload any kind of downloadable file from your computer. And if you've already uploaded a file to your website at some point, anything that you've previously uploaded will show up here as well. So you can just choose from previous files that you've already uploaded if that's what you want to do. Once you've uploaded a file, you'll be able to click Save and then close out of this window. You can further customize your button under the design settings if you'd like. And then once you're happy, just click Save before exiting. And now your downloadable workbook or digital product is all set up And when a student clicks this button, it will automatically be downloaded to their computer. Okay, once all of your course content is added in and customized to your liking, you can go ahead and move on to customizing your course overview page. So to access that, you'll just click back into your course's main menu and make sure that you're clicked onto course overview. Your course overview is kind of like your course's home page. So this is what's going to show up when a student first logs into a course. It provides a summary of all the course content. It includes all of your chapters and lessons. It even features a little progress bar right here to show your student how far into the course they are, which is super cool, I think. And it also has a start course button, which takes them straight into the lessons. You'll see that Squarespace also provides a demo page for the course overview, which you can totally keep and customize, or you can delete all of the sections and start fresh. To do that, just click into Edit, and then go through and delete any of the sections that you don't want to keep. The only thing on this page that you can't delete is this main course outline section, which can't be deleted, and it's also kind of limited in its customizability. All other sections on the page work exactly as they do throughout your entire website. This one is the only one that's a little bit different, but we're going to go over all of its features right now. So to customize this course outline section, you'll just hover over it and then click on Edit Layout in the top right corner. Under the Elements tab, you'll be able to toggle on or off various elements on the page. Under the Design tab, you can customize various design settings like content width, spacing, alignment, etc. But probably the most important setting on this tab is going to be the course outline layout. You can choose between a list layout, which is how it looks right now, or a grid layout, which looks like this. And each layout, depending on what you choose, is going to have some different further customization settings. You'll also notice here that that new chapter and lesson that I added while we were in the previous steps isn't showing up just yet because it is not published. It's still a draft. So this is kind of what I'm talking about when you're customizing this page. If you haven't published a lesson, it's not going to show up here. So that's, again, just something to keep in mind. Lastly, under Edit Layout, you can customize the colors of the page. Now, although these customization settings do seem a little bit limited, Squarespace has also added a number of new style settings that revolve around the new courses feature so that you can customize things like fonts and colors a little bit further. So we'll go over those super quickly just so that you know how to access them in case you're interested in customizing things further. And to do that, you'll go to the paintbrush icon in the top right corner. And first, we're going to click into Fonts and then scroll down to the Assign Styles tab. And if you scroll all the way to the bottom of the Assign Styles tab, you'll see that there's a few sections here that have to do with the course. There's a general course overview section, and then your course overview for the list layout and the grid layout, and then your course lessons. You can click on any element that you would like to customize, and then under Style, you can choose from one of your existing heading or paragraph styles, or you can click Custom to create a completely custom looking font for your course overview page. Next, we're going to head into Colors, and from here you can choose any one of the palettes from your theme. And again, scroll to the very bottom to find the course sections. You can click on any element that you'd like to customize and either choose a color from your palette or click Custom to set a completely custom color. As always, once you are done customizing, click Save before you exit out of the editing. Now that all of your course content is complete and your course overview homepage is set, it is time to set a pricing plan for your course. To do that, click on Pricing Plans in your course main menu, and then click Create Pricing Plan. First, you have the option to further customize some of the details for your course, like the name, the description, and you can also include some benefits of your course. And over here on the right-hand side, you'll see a little preview of what this information might look like on your sales page. Next, you'll get into pricing. So you can choose to have your course sell for a fixed amount, a subscription, or have it be completely free. Under fixed amount, you'll be able to set one price for one payment, or if you'd like to offer a payment plan, you can just click on this drop-down arrow and choose how many payments you'd like to split the total up into. Under subscription, you can set a price for your subscription and choose how many times, weekly, monthly, or annually, your student will get charged that subscription price. Or if you'd like to offer your course for completely free, you can choose that option as well. Next is included products, which is what your students will actually get access to once they purchase the course. Your course is always automatically selected, but you'll also have the option to add some additional digital products if you want to include a bonus or a little incentive, for example. And finally, if you want to include a limit for the enrollment dates of your course, you can toggle this option on and set the start and end date for your course enrollment. Once you're happy with all of these settings, you'll want to click Create in the top right-hand corner, and you'll see your pricing plan show up right here under your main pricing plans menu. You'll always be able to edit this pricing plan by clicking on the little pencil icon, and if you ever want to create any new pricing plans, just click Create New in the top right-hand corner. Now that you've officially created your pricing plan, your course is going to be placed behind a paywall, which will require anyone landing on it to either log in or purchase your course in order to access it. You should now be able to see this paywall option underneath the Pricing Plans tab in your main course menu. You can click into here to customize your paywall. And although the customization settings for this are quite limited, you can still switch around some things or customize some things like the headline, the description, whether or not you want to display the pricing plan, and whether you want both the course overview and the lessons hidden behind the paywall or just your lessons. Once you're happy with how all of this looks, go ahead and click Save and then head back into your main menu. Now, while we're on the subject of pricing and payments, you will need to connect a third-party payment processor in order to actually receive payments from students purchasing your course. So to do that, we're going to go back to our main Squarespace menu, click into Settings, Selling, and then Store Payments. You can also always navigate anywhere around your website by clicking the slash on your keyboard and typing in whatever it is that you're looking for. Squarespace often changes around its main settings menu. And so if you're looking for something and it's not where it's supposed to be or it's not where you think it should be, it's likely that Squarespace has just moved some things around. So using the slash is kind of a foolproof way to always find what it is that you're looking for. Here you can choose to connect any of these payment processors. You have Stripe, PayPal, and Square. All you need to do is click Connect and then follow the prompts to set up your account. Once all of this is set up, if a visitor goes to the sign up button for your course, they'll then be taken to a checkout page where they can create login details, enter all their information, and of course, make their payment. Okay, before we move on to the next step, there are a few additional settings that we should go over that will help you with selling courses and just digital products in general. So if you go back into the Selling tab, under Store Payments, you'll find Customer Accounts. And this is something that you should keep toggled on. When this is turned on, people who purchase your course, for example, will be able to create a personalized account, save their information. All of the information about the course that they've purchased will be saved in one place, and it makes things really nice and convenient for them. So once you've toggled this option on, click Save. And in Squarespace 7.1, turning customer accounts on automatically triggers the little login link to show up in your main navigation. So when someone is logged out of their account, it will say Login, and when someone is logged into their account, it will say Account. Back in the Selling tab, you can then scroll down to where it says Checkout. And here you can turn on and off, as well as customize some various features for your checkout page. Things like receipt details, email sign up, additional fields. You can come in here and play around with all of the different things, but it's definitely something you should check out. And then again, back in the Selling tab, scroll down to where it says Taxes. And here you can set all of your tax information according to your business type, as well as your local regulations. The final setting that might be helpful for you when selling courses and other digital products is discounts. And that you can find back in the main menu under Selling and then Discounts. And here you can add new discounts as well as special promotional prices that you can link to any of your courses or digital products. All right, now that all of those additional settings are set up and ready to go, it is time to actually sell your course. And for that, you are going to need a sales page. A sales page is essentially a regular website page, but it has the sole purpose of bringing in sales. So it should be filled with strategic copy. It should have answers to all of your potential customers' questions before they even ask them. And of course, it needs to have a link to where people can purchase your course. Luckily, it's really easy to set this up in Squarespace. And we also have a super handy tutorial showing you exactly step-by-step how to create your own sales page in Squarespace. And that will be linked in the description below. So be sure to check that out. You can also always choose to purchase one of our professionally designed sales page templates to make the process go a whole lot quicker and be a whole lot more seamless. And the link for that will also be in the description below, so check those out as well. The great thing about Squarespace, though, is that they also have some pre-designed sales pages that you can use and customize for yourself. So to do that, we're going to go back into our website tab, and under our Not Linked section, we'll click on the plus icon. And under Pages in the top section, we'll click on Page Layouts. In the pop-up menu here, go to Digital Products and select one of the templates. You can then give your page a name and get started on customizing. You can customize this sales page template just like you would customize any other page on your website by going into Edit and scrolling through all of the different sections to change the text and the images and the colors. Once your sales page is all set up, you're going to need to add a digital product block somewhere on the page so that you can actually sell your course. This block is going to get linked directly to your payment plan, allowing customers to purchase right then and there, which streamlines the whole process so nicely. To do that, choose where on your sales page you want to add the block. Once you know where you're going to add it, click Add Block. And then you can either search in the search bar up here, digital product, or you can scroll under business and click on digital product. You can then go into the settings for this digital product block. And under the content tab where it says pricing plan, you'll go ahead and choose your course. And all of the information that you set up for your course pricing plan is going to automatically populate into the And just as a reminder, if you do want to customize any of this information, once you've seen it on your sales page, you can do that by heading back into the pricing plan tab of your main course menu. Under the design tab, you can customize a few design settings. You can change the alignment of the block. You can choose to toggle on or off some of the various elements, and you can also change the button text. Another really cool way of displaying your course on your sales page is by adding a digital product section. This is especially great if you have multiple courses that you're promoting and you want to be able to display all of those courses on the sales page in a really beautiful and organized way so that people know exactly which course they're checking out and which course they're ultimately purchasing. So to add a digital product section to your sales page, click Add Section anywhere on the page, and then make sure you're clicked into where it says Digital Products. From here, you can choose from one of the section templates, and when you find one you like, just click to add it to your page. You can then go through and click into the blocks to change all of the information until you are happy with how it looks. And when you're happy with how everything is now situated on your sales page, be sure to save all of your changes before exiting out of editing mode. The final step before you can officially launch your course is to set up your welcome email for those people who purchase your course. So to do that, we're going to go back to our main menu, click into Selling Tools, and then scroll to the Manage Your Storefront section and click into Customer Notifications. Here you can customize the overall look of your customer emails to make them look super cohesive with your brand by clicking on Edit Email. Here you can change things like the colors, the fonts, and also change some design settings for these different sections. As you're customizing the look of things, you can always send yourself a test email to make sure that it all looks okay in real email format. Once you're done with these customization settings, you'll want to go back into that previous tab and click into Digital Products. Here is where you can customize the actual content of the email that will go out to anybody that purchases a digital product on your website, aka the course that you just made. So again, we'll click into Edit Email, and you'll be taken into a pretty similar looking editing page as before, where you can change around the actual content of the email. You can edit the content that's within an existing block, you can delete a block, move things around, and also add new blocks by pressing this little plus icon and choosing from these options. One thing to note while you're customizing the content of this email is that the same welcome email is going to be sent to all customers who purchase any course or digital product on your website. So if you're somebody who plans on hosting or selling multiple courses on your website, you'll want to keep this pretty general. You don't really want to make it super specific to one course because that might be pretty confusing if somebody receives that email who purchased a different course. The nice thing is that Squarespace allows you to use placeholder text, otherwise known as merge tags, that will automatically be filled in depending on the information of the subscriber or the information of the particular pricing plan of that course. So to do that, you'll click into any block that has text and click on this last icon up here in the toolbar. You can choose from tags like subscriber first name or pricing plan. And any tag that you add is going to have this dotted line highlighted underneath, so you'll know that it was added correctly. And again, as you're customizing, be sure to send yourself some test emails to make sure that it all looks as you want it to. You can send yourself as many test emails as you'd like. And that's it. Your email is completely customized and ready to be sent out to anybody that purchases your course. Okay, that's it. You are totally done. Your course should now be completely ready to launch and sell.
Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video and learned something new. If you like this video, check out this one next and make sure to subscribe. We put out new tech and small business videos like this all the time, so hopefully we'll see you in the next one.